what's up? It's your boy, 24/7 here with 24/7 Fusion Media. And holy shit, it looks like Ryan Kinel is, people are trying to cancel him, which is RK Outpost, for you guys that know him well. Twitter is trying to cancel him. People want him dead and all this other shit because of his review on the Batman movie. I haven't read this article. This is so absurd. This is very fucking ridiculous. And I just have to know what the fuck actually happened. But now that I've calmed down enough to actually record this, oh, this is so fucking wild. Now, I can actually read this and see what the hell's going on here. Twitter users want to cancel YouTuber Ryan Kinel, RK Outpost, which is a great YouTuber. If you guys haven't subscribed to him, please do. One wishes for his death over his review of the Batman, which is really taking this shit a little too far. Written by the great John F. Trent. Twitter users expressed their outrage and their desire to want YouTuber Ryan Kinel, RK Outpost, canceled following a clip of his review of the Batman began circulating on the social media platform. Holy shit. Twitter users Zach Reckless took to Twitter where he wrote, saw the Batman review that said that he didn't like that there were more good black people than whites. I'm stunned. Why would you be stunned? That's woke ass Hollywood for you, right? When challenged on the assertion, the Twitter user shared a clip of Kinel's review where he states, but there were only a couple of good people in this movie. You had Bruce Wayne, Batman, and you had Alfred. Those were the only two good white people. The rest of the really three other major players that I would consider like overall moral good people were, you had Jim Gordon, who was black in this. You had Catwoman, who was not white in this. And then you had the mayor, who was a black woman. Again, very much on the nose for current day Hollywood. Did not like that. Yeah, in Hollywood nowadays, white folks are bad, black people are good, and everybody else kind of falls in between wherever the fuck woke Hollywood would want to place them. And that's the way Hollywood had been fucking playing their hand when it comes to making movies. The quote is clearly taken out of context, and in his full review, Kinel begins the segment discussing his complaints about the film specifically involving identity politics, which is the game that Hollywood is playing right now. They've been playing it for years. That shit doesn't sell. It doesn't put butts in seats, and the shit's very fucking racist and it's nonsensical. So, man, fuck Hollywood. He begins it saying, a couple of other complaints that I have, and they have little to do with identity politics. There was one line that was in this movie that really threw me out of it. It was when Catwoman basically is saying they only care about themselves, these white privileged people. Wow, they said that in the fucking movie? That's bullshit. I didn't even know. I haven't fucking seen the movie, but hell, I know Ryan's not gonna lie, so shit. That's fucked up that they said it in the movie. You didn't need to use the word white. You could have just said privilege, and that would have basically done the job. But they said white privileged people. It was very distinct, very much stood out. It bothered me and took me out of it. It's not something that needed to be done, but they threw it in there. I think it was way too on the nose. Didn't like it, he added. Yeah, who the fuck wants to hear that shit? I'm a Puerto Rican and Cuban guy, and that's racist than a motherfucker. I wouldn't want to hear that shit. And fuck that. Right? Took a little bit off the score for me, to be honest, he said. And then he rated the film an 8 out of 10. He was still fair with it, saying basically it's a good movie, but with all the identity politics and all that bullshitting in there, fuck it, he took it down 2 notches or a notch. I mean, I would have done the same thing. The thing is, you can always make a good movie without putting in the bullshit, without throwing the garbage in there. They want to throw the garbage in there. And for a person that's sick and tired of that bullshit, there's other ways around things without having to play the race card. And Hollywood does it every fucking time. So, fuck Hollywood. But I'm glad that Ryan was straight up about it and he didn't mince his words. Fuck that shit, man. Numerous Twitter users would decry Kinel as racist and try to get him removed from YouTube. Oh, that's bullshit. Why the fuck you want to remove him from YouTube? just because he had his opinion? I mean, if the movie's playing the race card in that degree and calls them out on it, it's the individual's fault, but you're not going to look at the movie and the people that made it and look at them like they're at fault? They're the ones that made the fucking movie. He's the one that's just saying, hey, why the fuck you got to treat us like this? Man, I'm with Ryan. Fuck Hollywood. Fuck that Batman movie. Razorwire Ryan tweeted, holy fucking racist shit. What? On the part of Hollywood and the Batman? That is racist shit. Now, if you're referring to Ryan, Ryan just called out the obvious. And if you're not blind, you can see right through that shit. Some dumbasses. Oh, look, a DeSantis lover and Ben Shapiro follower being a racist, what, cunt? Who knew? Get the fuck out of here, man. That's why your avatar's a fucking blockhead, like the two motherfuckers off of Gumby, right? Get the fuck out of here. Yada Kanaxi called for segregation to return writing. Bring segregation back, please. These white people are getting way too comfortable. And you know what's funny? When you look at and you listen to all the people that are commenting, you get to see who's the real racist here. And it definitely isn't Ryan. Ryan's cool as a motherfucker, man. I can't wait till I meet him. You know, I know enough people that know him. And everybody has nothing but nice things to say about him. Parker McNerney wrote, weird way to put it, I'm racist. Yeah, you probably are. The fuck is that? That don't even mean shit. Oh, stupid ass. Sarah Rad wrote, I genuinely cannot wrap my mind around this. The DC fandom needs to be cleansed with holy fire. Nah, I don't think so. I think DC Comics, Warner Media, Warner Brothers, and Hollywood need to be cleansed with holy fire. And that's really what it is. Just the GOAT 216 called for Kinel and all of geeks and gamers death writing. Geeks and gamers should all die. You know what? Just the GOAT 216. I really hope you can hear this. From what I know, you won't make it that far, homie. So, yeah, you need to cut that shit out, man. You really do need to cut that shit out. Dumbasses. Motherfuckers calling for people to die because of a bullshit ass Batman movie. Man, fuck that movie. Ryan Kinel deserves to have his face stomped, tweeted, Renee is cursed. I'll tell you what, Renee, if that's you in the picture, why don't you try it? All these people talk that, oh, he should die and I'll whoop his ass and stomp his face in. Man, stop talking that shit and show up. People are there's so much pussies, man. Fucking keyboard warriors. Fuck them. Duel Links player tweeted, I want to punch this guy in the face so bad. Fuck, man. These guys, they want to do all this shit. I want to whoop his ass so bad. I want to kill him. Then go for it. See what happens. Mika Burkhold, too, tweeted, I want this guy canceled. Then try to do it, Mika. All these dumbass bitches. Sam Pork tweeted, what's up with the way racist scum are always making their racist trash videos while seated in vehicles? Shit, the only racists I see are the ones commenting on the video. Twitter user Kit Kats is Weird 7 will call for people to mass report Kinel's YouTube channel writing, guys, get this video reported for racism. These people are such dipshits. Zach Reckless would also call for Kinel's channel to be reported. He wrote, make sure to report his channel and then shared a tweet from Kit Kats is Weird 7 reporting Kinel's channel. Kit Kat Weird 7 wrote in her report, he goes on a full racist rant about how the only good characters in the Batman are the white ones and specifically attacks the other characters for being a different race. He didn't attack nobody. He just stated the obvious, dumbass. YouTube, you need to tackle SJW content now. So basically the SJWs are just coming out the woodworks because these are pro SJWs trying to attack a man for not being with that old woke shit. Man, fuck being woke. I'm telling you, that shit is trash, and that's what's ruined the entertainment industry from one end of it to the other. They've been allowing to spew bigotry unchecked for the last 6 years. It needs to stop. Yeah, and for the last fucking 6, 7 years, you guys have been the one fucking destroying everything. These guys are pieces of shit. I'm glad you called them out, Ryan, for real. Like I said, he's just stating the obvious. Oh, shitty ass movie. Fuck that movie, man. Kinel would react to these Twitter users and others in a video stating, oh gosh, what am I going to do? How will I ever recover from this? Obviously, what I'm talking about in this was a section where I talked about identity politics in this movie, not to mention of the fact that I liked the movie, no mention of the fact that I gave it an 8 out of 10, no mention of the fact that I said I thought it was really good. Just, well, he didn't like the fact that there were more good black people than white people, he continued. Yeah, I mean, these people, you can't rationalize with them. Ryan knows that. Kinel went on. Now, me talking about who I thought was a good person or shown as a good person in this movie, if you actually go to watch it, it was about a small segment that I did about things that I did not like about the movie based on identity politics. He then declared, anyone with an IQ above room temperature could understand what I'm talking about here is not simply, well, there were more good black people than good white people, so I didn't like it. It was the fact that every other white person, every single white person in this movie was portrayed as evil. Every living white person in this movie was portrayed as an evil piece of garbage, except for Batman and Alfred. That's what the statement is talking about. That's what I'm trying to get across. And I agree with you. I mean, if you're sitting there and you're watching the movie and you're stating the obvious, it makes it seem like what Ryan watched and all these other assholes watched are two separate different movies. This is bullshit, man. Even though it didn't ruin the movie for me. You can't get away from the agenda in Hollywood right now. That's obvious. We all understand and know that, he explained, of course. Man, fuck this movie. I was considering watching it, but now fuck that. I'm not gonna watch it. What do you make of Kinel's review of the Batman? What about the people wanting him canceled and wishing to inflict violence and death on him? Ryan Kinel makes a lot of sense. I hate to hear that he's going through this bullshit with these fucking bullshit people. Now they're trying to make him a target, and probably from this point going forward, these people are gonna be trying to ride his ass, get him canceled from Twitter, get his YouTube channel shut down. And for all of us, the people that support him, subscribe to his channel, and follow him on Twitter, it's fucked up that over a man's opinion and his view of how this movie has went down, that people would be so mad to the point that they want to wish him dead. Other than that, for you to talk all that shit on Twitter and try to get him kicked off of YouTube, those are things that pussies do. Pussies do that. Real men don't handle it like that. So if you want to be a pussy and get Ryan Kinel canceled over what you don't agree with, that goes to show more about who you are than who you think he is. That's what I think. That's how I feel. You guys let me know what you think about this in the comment section below. Please share, like, and subscribe if you haven't already. It's your boy, 24/7 here with 24/7 Fusion Media, and I'm out. Peace.